Stop. Make sure you watch this video, save it, because I want to talk to you parents and athletes about your child and their performance and possibly going to college in the next 2, 3, 4, or maybe even 10 years down the road and what you need to know. My name is Brian Henry with Lights Out Academy, and I'm here to educate you a little bit about performance training and the cost of college and why are these two things similar. So I want to start off by telling you that again, this is based off my own knowledge, but I think it's some crucial information that you need to know. Moving forward, all right, college is very expensive. In 2012 to 13, the average cost of college in New Jersey has been reported at about $20,000. All right, $20,000. How much do you think you need to save each month to make sure that you could afford to send your kid to college? Quite a bit, all right? And in the next 18 years, and this was a study done in 2014 and 15 on the cost of college, and public college in 2014 and 15 cost roughly about $19,000. In about 18 years, the inflation on college is going to send public college prices to about $54,000. That's astronomical if you ask me, right? But what's even more astonishing is the amount of private colleges. In 2014 and 15, the amount it took to pretty much go to a private college was about $42,000 per year. $42,000. Okay? In 18 years, inflation says that this price is going to go to about $121,000 per year, which means that if you plan to go to a private college, let's say in 18 years, your parents, right, or you as the parent would need to put about $1,000 each month away for the next 17 years if you want your kid to attend a private college. If you want to attend a public college, okay, you're looking at about $320 per month, right, for the next 17 years of your life. Boom, mind blown, okay? So let me talk to you a little bit about why your performance and college are kind of intermingled, okay? So being in the sports performance industry for the last 5 or 6 years, being an athlete my whole life, seeing my parents just work blue collar jobs to be able to afford training for myself when I was playing, I had this epiphany the other day. And it really made me think. And as I was sitting here today, having a conversation with one of my athletes that I trained, I feel that people don't have a clear sense of what performance training and how that can help you take off the price of college if you plan on being a college athlete and what it can do for you. So let me educate you real quick, okay? So we talked about those average costs of schools each year, and they're crazy, right? You're probably sitting there going, oh my God, I don't even know if my kid can go to college. Well, hold on one second, okay? So you've all probably heard that colleges have scholarships. They have so many scholarships they can give out, right? And you may have heard kids saying, I got 100% scholarship. False. That's number one right there. Nobody's getting 100% scholarship, right? Even if they have a combination of academic and athletic money, all right? And this whole video serves as a purpose to just educate you on the process, okay? So seeing that those costs of colleges are going up each year and they're going to be harder and harder for people to afford, right? And my biggest gripe here and what really grinds my gears is this. Parents are willing to spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a year on travel sport costs, right? And that's great because your kids need exposure. But what I need you to understand is if your kid can't perform because he's not strong enough, big enough, fast enough, doesn't stand out in front of college coaches, is your money not simply getting thrown down the drain? I mean, honestly, take a lighter, take your money, and just light it on fire real quick because that's ultimately what you're doing with your money. Instead, think about it this way, right? And in business, we talk about money math, knowing your profit, your margins, and everything like that. Here's how I'm going to break down money math for you as the parent and the athlete, okay? So the average cost that an athlete incurs when they come in here and train is about $150 a month, which is very low considering we're seeing $200, $300, $400 a month for other programs for athletes to train, okay? So the average athlete will train anywhere from 6 to about 9 months. And if I'm doing my math correct, 6 months times $150 is only $900, okay? So we're looking at over 4 years, let's say you start training in high school, that's only $3,600. books cost that much in 1 year, okay? Now, if you're that athlete that happens to train 12 months out of the year, all right, 12 times 150 is $1,800 a year, all right? So that alone is one semester of books. Now, if you times that by 4 years, you're only spending about $7,200 in your athlete's development. Now, where do the dots connect on this one? Here's where they connect, okay? When I had an athlete in here earlier, he was telling me, man, I really took a great route because I ended up going the D3 route, and this is why. The school is on average about $44,000 a year, and because he had good academics and was a good athlete, he was able to get a great package for him for school. And he attributes the fact that he got to that school and made that decision because he prioritized training to where he could go from not even going to college to play a sport to going to play college for a sport, right? And he's saving over $34,000 a year. Now, you may be an athlete that's going to go D1, all right, or D2, or maybe play pro, okay? But if you don't, you can go D3, D2, D1, JUCO, and still play at a high level. So what I want you to understand is that you need to prioritize training, right? And prioritize training that's not going to break the bank, okay? So if we take our average cost of training of what I'm saying, $150 times 12 months, right, is $1,800 times 4 years. Now we're at $7,200. Or if you're that athlete that only trains 6 months out of the year, 6 times $150 is $900 times 4 years. Is $3,600 to $7,200 worth it to you to possibly save $30,000 a year in tuition costs? I'd like to think so, okay? Take it from someone who's been there. All right. My parents spent a lot of money to get me to where I need to be, but we weren't educated on the cost of college and how that was going to accrue over the years with interest and everything like that. And we just saw it as an opportunity for me to go play college sports. But what we didn't realize is that there were other options, okay? We should have prioritized things. So with your training, if you pride yourself in being a good athlete and want to be a high-level athlete, I suggest that you prioritize training and really get on track with a good training program to help maybe lower some of those costs down the road as you go and start looking at colleges, okay? So like I said, if you can take $3,600 to $7,200 to spend over 4 years and invest in your performance to possibly save you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, looking at these numbers, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, would it be worth it? Okay. So I'm ultimately asking you this question. If you spent $7,200 in 4 years and we were 4 years down the road and it saved you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in college costs per year, would it be worth it? Okay. So those are some things that I want you as parents and players to think of when you're thinking about, is my kid going to college? What should I be doing for training, right? Should I be doing training? Should I just be traveling all over the country to play and not being big enough, fast enough, strong enough to even get noticed by colleges to go to college? Okay. So if you have any more information any questions you'd like to ask, please feel free to reach out to me. I am an open book in this topic, and I want you guys to be set up for success. So if you need help developing that roadmap, I will gladly put myself out there for free to help you out and make you understand what you need to be doing as an athlete to get to the next level in your, pursuit of being a high-level athlete. Again, is $3,600 to $7,200 worth it to invest in yourself for training to possibly take off $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 worth of debt per year that you would bring on for trying to be a high-level athlete? Only you can answer that question. I'll talk to you soon.